Male crooners coming together and creating a singing group. Now, Swing City is a swing band that consists of three of South Africa's most loved, most recognized artists, namely Loyiso Bala, Ro and Graeme Watkins. The three-piece band was born as a result of the trio's love for jazz music. The band is in studio, well, two of them is in studio with me today to talk about their love for swing music. Gentlemen, thank you very much.
How are you?
I'm great. I always love this kind of things because I actually saw, I think it was an EP or a little video talking about your love for swing. And I'm wondering who came up with this idea to partner the three of you, because all three of you are incredibly strong performers.
We all share a love and a passion for the genre. Myself and Nathan were at a braai, and he and I got to talking about the genres. Our parents were both involved. You know, my dad was a musician, so was his. And then, you know, our management heard, and Ecto Facto, Loyiso and his management got involved. And so Swing City was born. And it's been phenomenal.
I like what Graeme was saying. A great braai will bring up some great ideas.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's talk about this, Nathan, very quickly, because swing is, in many ways, is such a subjective thing, because what Graeme loves, you might not like, because there's been so many incredible swing acts throughout our musical history. How do you find the balance to make sure that Swing City kind of delivers on that sound that all three of you love? Because, or are you just aficionados of swing music?
Yeah, sure. It is a diverse genre, but I think that there's a common thread through the genre, and it is very uplifting. You know, it's happy music. It makes you feel good. Yeah, it's super fun, and that's, I mean, one thing we did. When we put like our album together and our song choices for gigs, we always choose the songs that are gonna like just make people feel really, really good and really happy.
Largely personality driven.
Yeah.
You know, we are very different, but we're also very similar. We have a very similar sense of humor as well, you know, and Loy as well. And when we're on stage, it's great. The dynamic between us and our songs kind of personify that approach, and we approach it like crooners would, you know, very tongue-in-cheek, unscripted, very reactive. So it's a great fun, and it's wonderful to perform.
And maybe one of the other questions that you have to ask is, you could not have done a Swing City 5 years ago, because you were very different artists back then. You've traveled the world, you've lived in the United States. Loyiso has gone on to do amazing things. Nathan is almost a pioneer in his industry too. So you couldn't have done this 5 years ago. This was the perfect time, because you've got so much experience now.
Yeah, we're also like we're approaching that old age thing on where rock music now it just hurts the old back. We can't scream like we used to. No, but that aside, definitely you're absolutely right. You know, we're all very established, and now we've got the opportunity to express ourselves creatively. This album was definitely a passion project for all three of us, but it's come out so beautifully. I mean, people that have heard it have just been like, wow, you know. And we played with the best musos and the best producers in town. It is exceptional.
And that's the other thing I wanted to ask you too. I mean, you've got the live band experience, but what is that, the magnitude of having that, almost that, I don't know how big the swing band is, but to play with those many, but to play with so many instruments, and then you're working with three other talented individuals. And then the other thing you've got to do, Nathan, is got to make this music familiar, but it's got to be you too. It can't be a regurgitation of something.
Sure. Well, when we play with the live band, I mean, first of all, they're the top musicians in the country. I mean, these guys are phenomenal live. And you know, people these days, when they go watch live music, it's usually a DJ standing behind a laptop, and he's not even looking them in the eye, he's looking at the laptop, you know. So this is a much more face-to-face thing, you know. You can control the band. You can be like, whoa, guys, let's bring it down a little bit, you know, and just like, you can really communicate, you know.
To see 11 individuals on stage creating that music without any help from anyone else. People are wowed, particularly the youngsters, actually. It's funnily enough, like the youngsters almost like they're more impressed than the older people. And the older people enjoy. They're like, wow, this is amazing. You know, so really it is. And we've brought a very fresh approach. I mean, we've done sort of a Taylor Swift version. So we've done a Taylor Swift song where we've swung it. We've done Pharrell's Happy, all done in big band.
We've also done some of our own tracks
from our
Music Affair from Graeme Watkins' project, Blow Your Mind, Loyiso Bala's song, and Techno Band from Colonial Estate. So
30 seconds, very quickly. Where can people get hold of you? Where's the next performance? And if anybody wants to book you, where can they go?
You can find us on Facebook at Swing City Band, Twitter also Swing City Band. Bookings, sure.
Yeah, bookings you'll find on our website as well, Swing City Band. On Saturday night, the 7th, Catsies is the launch of the album.
Wow.
And it's open to the public. So come in your droves, come millions of you, all come in. It's a big venue, so come and enjoy it, and just enjoy jazz for jazz's sakes. And enjoy
For sure. Graeme Watkins, Nathan Rowe, and Loyiso Bala, part of Swing City. On the 7th, they'll be at Catsy's. If you don't know where it is in Rosebank, you can Google it, of course. Bring your family, bring your friends, bring your enemies, bring your neighbors. It's that kind of event. Go and enjoy jazz. It's Swing City. They still perform for us here in studio. Don't go anywhere. We take an ad break.